Hey, welcome back to yet another beautiful episode. Today we are on episode 42. I have some terrible news, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I had to go and refight a few fights because for whatever reason, when I closed this game, it did not save my progress. So I had to go fight not just the animated armor, but the cursed Koatoa, and I had to fight the shambling mound. But we've done that successfully, so now we're back with episode 42, where today we're going to be taking on a kind of quick-ish fight. We're taking on the Last Lite Inn fight. I'm just going to call it the Isobel fight, mainly because this is the fight that, when we go talk to Isobel to get her pixie blessing, well, the absolute cult attacks. This is a fight that can actually go genuinely so wrong, and I think I told the story before, but I'll quickly retell it again. My first playthrough of this game, I was, like many players, severely underprepared. And Isobel, in my playthrough, died. They took her away, and obviously, as you guys know, if Isobel dies or is taken away or whatever the heck happens to her, well, the Last Lite Inn loses its moon shield. So everybody in Last Lite Inn died. I lost Damon. I don't even think I was able to find Barkus Root, so he doesn't matter. The only survivor was Jaheira. That's literally it. So I actually thought originally that was how this fight was supposed to go. I did not think that us as players were going to be able to stop her death. Because, I just figured, oh man, there's so many enemies, like there's no way, like, any of us could, stop it. This is supposed to be, I guess, for extra lore. Following traditional story structure, I kind of thought, okay, this is Act 2. Usually in Act 2, there's this moment of loss and sorrow, and I thought that's what this was. So, imagine my surprise when I played this game through a second time and realized, no, it's pretty easy to save her, and it's pretty easy to win the fight. So, I just have PTSD. Mainly because with the way that this game works, initiative orders and the things that the AI does, we could very well still lose Isobel in this run, and that would suck. So, the first thing we're going to do is get a party in order. And I'm going to head back to camp really quickly because I got to go pick up a few melee fighters. Karlach is going to be making an appearance today.
What's on your mind?
She has yet to make an appearance in this episode. So we're going to get Karlach in here. And we're also going to go ahead and get Astarion in here. 2 melee fighters will be perfect. I was debating getting Lae'zel, but I think we might want to go Minthara, to be honest with you. So we're going to go ahead and take Astarion. No Lae'zel. Because we actually get surprised here. Oh, shoot. Astarion is encumbered, excuse me. I wonder why. Oh, well, that's probably why, because this guy's got so much crap on him. Yeah, I've yet to sell a lot of this stuff. This was stuff that I had originally sold off camera. But, as everybody knows, because I had to redo everything, well, here we are. Let me also, because I'm just curious, can I dye this armor any other color? No, it obviously doesn't affect performance at all. But I kind of don't like the bronze look. Can we give it like... Oh, this is pale orange. Oh, son of a... Oh, here, lavender. Can I dye this armor? Not that I would want it to be lavender, but let's just see. You know what? I like the blue a little bit better.
Let's get going.
Okay, so anyway, we're going to go ahead and get Astarion. We're going to get Karlach. And I don't know who we want our 4th party member to be. I think we want it to be Shadowheart, mainly because she has got the Elixir of Vigilance.
I'd join you, but
so we'll take her. She can still cast Sanctuary on Isobel if things get really bad. She's not going to be extremely combat effective, though, so just kind of bear that in mind. But, with that being said, Karlach is great because, well, Karlach is fantastic for situations like this where there's tons of enemies, because both her and Astarion, as we know, have Great Weapon Master, which is fantastic for guys and gals like us. We're about to go into combat and fight these enemies. She's also got all of her rage charges except one. Oh man, I didn't realize she had lost her rage charge. Well, no worries. We'll have Karlach definitely rage for this. I was debating getting Minthara for just the smites, but it's not necessarily high enemies, like high cost enemies or high health enemies. Excuse me. It's just more enemies that kind of make it a little bit difficult. She has this Enraging Heart garb, which is going to give her +2 to con, and then gives her 2 turns of wrath. So we're going to definitely want to use that. I don't think I have a ring that I could give her. You know what? I'll give her this, just so she can't be blinded, and then give her. Give her. I guess give her nothing, because why would I give her anything else? I don't want to have advantage on charm. I just don't want her to be blind. Anyway, let's go and talk to Isobel. The strategy here is, I would think, fairly simple. Hopefully we just get a really good initiative order. I don't have Astarion's bonus action surge right now, so we need to keep that in mind. With no action surge and with no superiority dice. Excuse me. Thank you for opening the door for me. Oh. Wow, okay. So with this in mind, we want to kind of position our party, not necessarily like crazy, but we want to make sure that we're not all stuck on the outside here. I think that when she comes into this room, this is where we all start. Shadowheart and Astarion should get pretty high in the initiative order. I do have one more level 2 spell slot if we need it. I could also cast Guardian of Faith, which is, I mean, a great spell here. Again, I had mentioned I'm not sure if we're going to want to take a long rest or not. Technically speaking, guys, we don't need to take a long rest, because if you remember in the Mind Flayer colony, there is that thing that will heal all of our party and treat it as if we've taken a long rest. So I've decided I'm probably not going to do that, because some of my characters still have pretty decent buffs on them. Like, for example, Shadowheart has popped the Elixir of Vigilance, and Astarion has the Hill Giant Strength Potion. He also has Happy Condition. Of course, with Shadowheart, she has the Bless Condition. So I might not take a long rest. We'll see. We'll definitely wait it out and see. Anyway,
What to do?
I think we're gonna be okay. I really don't have a concern here. I do wonder. Well, I was gonna say perhaps we should block the doorways. You know, like block these. I'd rather not lose anybody though in this fight. So if we can avoid having any actual deaths in this particular fight, it would be fantastic. So yeah, I guess we're just, like I said, have a Karlach and Astarion go to town basically, and just deal enough damage within those turns that no one can hurt her. So here we go. Let's go talk to Isobel. Hello.
I didn't realize I had the true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isobel. I am a cleric. As long as we've been free, it's...
Okay, so she cast the spell.
But there
Fantastic.
are places the cultists
Salunite.
good nose. Like a
Oh,
nasty
okay.
You have. Well, forgive me for gilding the lily.
I've actually never talked to her
I
after
suppose
going
if
to
Jane
Moonrise.
hasn't gone tearing into the I wish you luck. The very best of it. Catherick is a... While you're busy in the...
Okay, here we go. Yeah, I never realized that we could talk to her after going to Moonrise. So cool. Well, here's Marcus.
Marcus! Is that...
All right.
I've been blessed, true soul. My
All right.
instructions are clear. Take the girl to Catherick.
Let's try the wisdom. Maybe we can pass this. Oh yeah, nice. We can actually. Another 20. Oh, not natural though.
Face swims into your mind's eye.
What's going on? If you have something to say,
Mm-hmm.
say it.
Pathetic. The Absolute sees all.
The Absolute. You can't...
Of course.
Time to go.
Yeah, this fight's pretty cool, but obviously such a surprise. All right. Okay. Here we go. What the hell? Wait. What? What? Oh, Karlach is all the way at the back, but... Oh, nice. Well, Astarion has a good load order. He has no legendary action, the Flaming Fist Marcus, does he? He does not. Alright, we're going to let everybody jump into load order first. We got a lot of Harpers here. Some of them are surprised. Not everybody, though. But looks like these guys are surprised. Here is Roland again, who's also come back in. Yeah, we're going to let everybody get into the load order. So, alright, what we need to do is definitely take Marcus out first. As the biggest threat in the party, it's fairly obvious that we want to take this guy out first. Bear in mind, I do have a potion of speed, if we so please to do it. We also, of course, have our bow, which we could use to frighten Marcus. I think the bow might be very effective to hit the winged horrors, to just stop them all from coming in. Isobel doesn't have a ton of HP. She's got, she only has about 58 HP, which is the problem. But 3 of our characters are able to go first in this load order, which is fantastic. So I'm wondering...
Go for the throat.
I think the first thing we do here... Close this door, okay? Close this. Then, I think we come over here, Great Weapon Master, and hopefully with 2 attacks we can hit Marcus. Nice, so that did a lot of damage. And I think we just try to hit Marcus again if we can. I could even use Lacerate to make him bleed, and I think I'm going to try that. Alright, so we missed. You know what? I'm going to pop this potion of speed. Because I need Astarion to be able to do this. Oh, what? I can't hit him again with Lacerate even though it missed? That's crazy. Alright, beautiful. That did another good chunk of damage. And now... Oh, damn, I don't get another attack. I just get 2 actions worth. Well, that should give me 4 attacks for the next turn.
Can't even catch my breath.
Well, now I think it's going to definitely want to be me to take this next shot. 6 by 11. I could also go for a main hand attack 5 by 8, but I don't think I'm going to. We're going to attempt to frighten him. We get a critical hit. No frighten, though. These are aberrations, right? Undead, damn. Okay, aberrations I think are just the ghouls. Then I think we're going to close this door as well. What we're going to do is kind of park up my character here. Let me switch over to my melee set. So the melee set should block the pathway for them.
Let's finish this.
Now we have Shadowheart in the mix. She could obviously bless. She could also cast Call Lightning. We don't have enough damage to take Marcus out is the thing. And he is next in the load order. Just before Karlach. But I'd want to get Karlach out there to start beating up some of these guys and get her raging right away. So I wonder if a Ray of Fear would be good, or a Wounding Ray would maybe be good. There's nothing here that I could possibly use other than perhaps a level 4 Guiding Bolt that would possibly have the chance. I could technically command Marcus to halt. Bit of a wasted turn. I mean, if he hits Isobel 1 time, I don't think it's a huge deal. If I frighten Marcus, he's got disadvantage on ability checks and also rolls. I think we'll try the Ray of Fear. Well, no, the Ray of Fear is not really that great either. Maybe I have a scroll here, though, that could assist us. I think we have a scroll of Hold Person, actually. Target must be a humanoid. Oh, it's an aberration. Oh, shit, I should have used that for my character, then. Well, damn, I didn't realize he was considered an aberration. I could cast Blindness on him, which... he'd have disadvantage on attacks. I could use Blight. Blight would have a 50% chance of hitting Marcus. Yeah, we want to try to disable him, is the thing. I think we go Tasha's Hideous Laughter. And then we definitely have Shadowheart tuck in about as far back as she can. So I think he's going to be allowed to make a save, right? Yeah, so the end of his turn, he can try to shake it off. Alright, let Marcus go ahead and do his thing.
Come along, Isobel.
Okay. So he actually failed his turn, which is fantastic. Now the smart thing to do would be to take Marcus out here and now, because he is a threat. So I think what we're going to go do is go Frenzy straight away. And I think we're going to try to hit Marcus once and twice. Here we go. Reckless attack. Reckless attack I hope hits this time. Damn. Okay, we don't hit Marcus. And I've used a bonus action as well. I can't block the doorway. But the winged horrors are all going to probably fly up here to try to take Isobel out. They might enter the room as well. So I do get to hit him. Oh no, oh no. Oh my god, no, you're kidding me.
Penance will be paid now.
Okay, I really need to stop this from happening. I can't have this happen again.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
Well, I really hope we don't lose Isobel here. That is... Okay, so she heals 7 HP. That's terrible. We only have one turn left here, really. I think we're going to be able to take out these ghouls. But we definitely need to cast a Sanctuary on Isobel. I should have perhaps done that initially, but like I said, that wasn't really the thought process. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit the microphone here, guys. Alright. I believe we're okay. Yes, we've actually survived to live another day, thank God. Alright, we're gonna try to shoot Marcus here with my character, and hopefully kill Marcus. Damn it. Okay, hopefully we hit him this time. So Marcus is down, which is fantastic. Now,
Turn someone inside out.
we're just gonna have Astarion and Karlach go crazy. Oh, I guess not. Alright, beautiful. Another action. And he should have a bonus action. No, no bonus action? That's kind of stupid. Why doesn't he have a bonus action? Alright, hopefully Karlach can get in here. Reckless attack. That always misses, I swear. And I get a frenzied strike as well. So hopefully we hit another winged horror, which we do. Now what I need to do here is kind of get my timing right. I think because Isobel is so low, we cast Sanctuary on her. Like, we need to cast Sanctuary on her. Then... do they take damage from radiant damage? Well, let's just cast a firebolt then. 17 on that guy.
Nothing will stand in my way.
I almost feel like it's better to probably... like, I don't want this winged horror. I mean, yes, they could obviously use Sanctuary here again. Let's close the door real quick. We definitely don't want to let them run past Isobel. I think I have enough movement to possibly... oh, wait, Great Weapon Master. I knew I had an extra attack here. Nice.
This will do nicely. Come on.
Yeah, what we're going to do is park all of our characters here at the door and just protect Isobel under any circumstances.
It's hot in here.
Now, Karlach's going to get to this door as well. We're just going to block the doorway. They're going to take a lot of opportunity attacks. A miss on Astarion, but they get a hit on Karlach. Jaheira's paralyzed, but we should be able to clean this up now. That got really bad for a second. Really, really bad. I think in my run that I had played, as I had mentioned... I think the same thing had happened, except both of the flying creatures had critical hit Isobel. So, yeah. I got so unlucky my first run. It's not even funny. But I think we're okay. Looks like we're gonna be able to take out most of these winged horrors here, and we'll be able to do a pretty decent job here. Yeah, we're gonna be absolutely fine now. Fantastic. Let's have them just clean up everything. Reckless attack, beautiful. Damn, 27 is crazy. Nice, and a great weapon master should also be on the cards here for us. 30 critical hit. That's pretty nasty, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe just have my character then hit this guy for 2. Boom, with the bat. Whipping some booty cheeks, man.
Need to stay focused.
I think we have just one winged horror left, and I believe...
Don't linger.
Can I hit him from here? Probably not. There's certainly no way. Well, I can hit the iron candelabrum. Oh my god, I can actually hit the winged horror. That's crazy. Hit him through the... Beautiful.
Parasite in that corpse, brimming with potent magic.
Alright. Well, we did it. Successfully saved Isobel. Let me save the game really quickly because... Huh. And right, what's the most natural thing you do? You start a fire after, you know,
Marcus
you're almost
has been
being
with us
killed.
since- But they don't know. Discover the source of his invulnerability.
Alright.
We're in more danger than I knew. Why does a man
Okay.
like us now that we have you? No mercy.
Okay. I think I can talk to her again for something,
I'm
right?
with you. Unless you want to come back to a gaggle of shadow-cursed harpers.
Okay,
Did
okay,
you learn
okay.
anything about how we might defeat him? I trust so. Thank you. Go
Okay,
on, then.
can
It
I...
belongs to the... I suppose they didn't defeat him quite hard. Right, I could say that promise not to die. And
Yeah, she never really
with our
tells you
life
much.
stories.
Okay. Well, that was a
Better find somewhere to camp soon.
pretty difficult fight. I got scared. I really did get scared for a second because, like I said, PTSD is an extremely real thing. And I honestly thought we were about to have a repeat of what happened last time. You guys can probably understand, though, how that happened to me through my first playthrough. I just didn't know that, like I said, we were able to actually win that fight. You know how sometimes developers will put fights into games where you're not meant to win the fight? I don't personally like those kinds of things, but it happens. We also get, oh nice, we get the Shifting Corpus Ring, the half-plate armor, this is such a cool armor by the way, the Great Club, which who cares, and the Mind Flayer Parasite Specimen, that's much, much better. Can I read this? Okay, nice. Anyway, yeah, you know how sometimes developers will put that stuff in the game. I thought that genuinely this was one of those interactions. I thought, oh man, we're not meant to win this, like this is a planned event. But the unfortunate thing is, when I did that event, I did not get a chance to speak to anybody. I went straight up to Isobel because the game tells you to go straight up to Isobel. So I didn't get a chance to even trade for any of the cool items. It was brutal. Let me tell you, it was brutal. Okay, hi Jahira.
Traitors among us. I thought I was prepared. You have the honor. I trust that you will. Did you learn anything more? The great general. Was there anything else? Chose it.
Okay.
Perhaps- Was there anything else?
No, nothing else. Okay. So with that being said, that is going to be the Isobel fight done and dusted. Pretty easy fight, all things considered. I would say if you are following in my footsteps here, aloe oil. What the hell? If you're following in my footsteps, highly recommend putting Sanctuary on Isobel right away. I should have done it initially. I just honestly did not think that they were all going to get to her and all hit.
If you need something
But,
sharp, I have a
yeah.
few things left.
Oh man, that was genuinely way too close for my liking. Way too close. I'll just do a little bit of trading here as we kind of discuss the next steps here. So after this Isobel fight, you know what? There is one other fight I think that we are going to go ahead and do actually really quickly, guys. You know what that fight is? It's that little fight where those guys put the garrots around your necks. Do you guys remember what I'm talking about here? I'm going to show you guys here. Hang on. We're going to collect a little bit of money from what the hell am I trying to say? Is this heavy armor? And AC is only 15? Oh, it's medium armor. It's a really unique piece of armor, though. You don't see that very often. Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys. It's the like last fight that we really have actually before, I guess, the end of Act 2, because we were kind of running out of fights to do, which is not a bad thing, obviously, but certainly something where we're needing to start to get to the harder fights. Remember in Act 1 how I said the same thing? It's no different here. We don't have many fights left. There is one more, I believe. Well, there is the Thaniel fight as well, which I would consider that more of a boss fight than just a regular old, you know, top of the morning kind of fight. Let me just sell all this stuff to Damon. Fantastic. We're trying to build our gold reserves back because we spent so much gold at these traders. Anyway, I think we'll continue this episode for just a little bit longer. If you're done and you don't want to watch anymore, fantastic. But we're going to go take care of one more set of enemies here before we have sort of the finale of Act 2, where once we start going here, it's over. Like, because again, we have to do this, the gate fight. Then we have to do Thaniel over here. Then we have to come to Moonrise and do all this. Then we go to the Sharan Temple and we fight the Sharan Trials. Then we do Balthazar. Then we do Yugir. Then we come all the way back. We fight the rest of Moonrise. Then we do the Colony. Then we do Ketheric. And then we do, what's his face? You know what I'm trying to say, don't you? Come on, guys. Come on, kids. What's his name? Merkel. Thank you. So we're trying to kind of group some of these fights together because I wanted Merkel to land on the 50th episode. So this being the 42nd, and I've kind of mapped out most of this. We should be able to do this all in time. Hey, knock it off. We should be able to do all of this in due time, which is fantastic. But the last fight that we're going to do for today's episode is going to be this one over here. I forget what these enemies are called. I believe I tried to look them up as well, and I just couldn't. They're the ones that they'll put the garrote around your neck, and they're supposed to surprise you, but they're not going to surprise us here. We're going to switch our party as well very quickly. We're going to switch out Shadowheart, and we're going to switch out... oh, I hate when the game does this. We're going to pick up Lae'zel, because she's fantastic. So she'll take Karlach's place. And then what we're also going to do is dump Shadowheart and pick up Will. Because he's got the Eldritch Blast, which is just fantastic. Okay, and you can probably take, let me see here, take Shadowheart's place, yeah. Alright, so great. Great, fantastic. Okay. So this fight is also not too complicated in my opinion. It's a fight where we're going to lose some HP kind of regardless, just because these guys I think all have about 80 HP, so it's a little bit tough. True Soul Corliss. Wait a minute. Corliss. Why does that name sound so familiar? Is that this guy? Oh yeah, I was like, we just read that name, didn't we? Anyway, yeah, so what we're going to do... Can I get this Oleander? I want to get the black Oleander. There we go. What we're going to do is do this last fight, and I think we can actually get the perception check and successfully discover the ambush. Measles, that's their name. The Measles. Yes. Alright, these little guys. So hopefully you pass this stealth check. Because if you do pass this stealth check, you can avoid the ambush that these guys have. The thing that makes the Measles kind of a tough fight is the fact that I think they first also have Misty Step. They're just an ugly enemy too. I mean, look at these. What the heck is this thing? A Measle. Twisted, cruel hermits affected by the Shadowfell, imbued with magic that move through the shadows to snatch their victims. Yeah, they have a decently high armor class. Well, not high, but their HP is just really, really high. And there's also a lot. I think there's 5 altogether. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought there was one more, but there's not. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and just kick this combat engagement off with Lae'zel. Hit this guy with a 96% chance. He's surprised. Fantastic. And you can see here that we lose the entire surprise round because for these Measles, their dex is so high. They have an 18 dex, so their initiative is typically really high, which kind of sucks. So this is why I was saying it's actually like really hard for us to get any real value from this. Now, if we wanted to, we could kite this way, and I think I actually will. I think we're going to pull them out of this combat encounter. I'm going to try to pull my party back over this way and see if I can't have Lae'zel kind of move. But remember, they have Misty Step, so these guys are kind of, not OP, obviously, but they're just, the mobility is not their problem.
I just want to say...
Okay.
I judged you wrongly.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I don't think I've ever heard this before.
Really? And how?
Wait, I've never heard this before. Hang on, Lae'zel.
Have you misjudged my fine character?
This is so cool.
You aren't actually insufferably randy. You're just insufferable.
Oh, that's it. Okay. I've never heard that interaction before. Yeah, so I'm going to move back with Lae'zel all the way. I need to get an extra dash anyway, so we'll do that dash. This is a lot of ground for them to make up. But now they can jump and I think Misty Step. Okay, no, they're going to dash. Perfect, actually. So they might... Oh, the rest of them are not going to chase. Oh, no, he'll chase, definitely. Okay. But this is fine. Now, unfortunately... Oh, yeah, see, they have the Shadow Teleport. That's kind of what I was saying. The Shadow Teleport makes these guys extremely difficult, and you can see how far that these guys can actually move. They can move quite far. Really far, actually. So we're going to have Lae'zel just focus on one of these measles. She misses the first one. That sucks. But now what we can do is probably have the rest of our party arrive in, because there's no way Lae'zel will be able to put enough distance between herself and the rest of us now. So now the rest of our party has to sort of go around and look for a flank on the backside here. Luckily it's a 3v4. Here, we can probably walk over there. They can't see us this far away. Luckily it's a 3v4 right now, which is fantastic. Because the other Measle, for whatever reason, decided not to show up. But that's kind of what I was saying. These guys are very difficult to get a drop on. Mainly because, like I said, they have the Shadow Teleport, which makes things a little bit difficult, I would say. What we're probably going to try to do, and unfortunately, we're sort of stuck, aren't we? There's no way for us to get around here. What we're going to have to do is fast travel to... Okay, we're going to have to fast travel here. Hang on. Well, I have to fast travel with the three of us to the group. Why is the sad, depressing music playing? Anyway, we're going to fast travel back to this waypoint, and then we're going to walk our way back over here to these little guys. I try to make all these combat encounters about as perfect as we can get them. Again, it doesn't necessarily matter if we make it a perfect encounter or not. Main reason being is we're just trying to style on these guys a little bit. But in this instance, what we want to try to do is get into a decent position. And right now, as things stand, the position that we would have to engage from is kind of bad. But luckily, we have three folks here that can still abuse the stealth mechanics, at least to an extent. Let's pick up the Shadow Root sack while we're here. Fantastic. And what we're going to do now is just, I think it's this way, right? No, we can keep going this way. Okay, so we're going to go this way. And then we should be able to get to the backside of these guys. Let me get the Black Oleander here. Again, necrotic resistance, it's going to be big for us coming up. Merkel has a ton of necrotic damage, so we might end up being those abusers of, how should I say? Of necrotic damage. Okay. So the goal here is to hit multiple of these guys. We have an advantage right now. I'm going to go for this guy first, the Measle. Hopefully frighten him. Nice. We're able to frighten one of the Measles. That's a good deal. Next thing we want to do is have Astarion show up. We want him to take out this first Measle, because if he can kill this guy off one hit, he'll get a bonus attack ready to go. Okay, switch to your sword here, Astarion. What is going on? Oh, alright, the game is glitched, I see. Alright, 80%, this should kill. Nice. So once Astarion's turn comes back, we'll be able to now get ourselves an additional. And then here's Will, who we're just gonna have him cast maybe an Eldritch Blast on this Measle here. Push him away a little bit. And then what we probably want to have Lae'zel do is, I think, move back towards us.
Make way.
Oh shit. Oh, that's actually perfect. We did a little bit of extra damage. I did not intend for that to happen. I could say that I did, but I did not. I don't think they have any kind of AoE, so I'm gonna have them just wait and sit. So he's frightened. Now we want to hit this Measle. And is he frightened? No, we'll try again to hit him. This is gonna miss. Okay, we weren't able to frighten. Oh no, we were able to frighten him. Fantastic. And I'm just gonna come back here and hit this Measle now. Beautiful. We want to try to move away from the Measle, though, that's over here. Because there's one more, like I said. Remember, there's one more. And who is in a better position for us to probably hit? We have the bonus action? No, we don't have the bonus action. That's kind of stupid. Well, I don't know if they can still shadow teleport, despite... Yeah, I'm not sure if they're able to shadow teleport, so we're just going to go ahead and... Oh my god, 3 misses? No way, we missed 4 times. Okay, well, we get at least a little bit of a hit. I'll push Astarion up. And then Will is going to have a chance now to hit this guy again with a double Eldritch Blast. Beautiful. So this guy is going to shadow teleport. And man, he can Garrow Will all the way. We're going to use a level 1 shield. Why not? Just because spell slots. So they can't move. That's fantastic. So now we can just keep on hitting these guys. I'll go ahead and hit this Measle, though. A big critical is huge. And then I'm going to go up top here and help assist taking out this Measle with Lae'zel. We should get a critical here. No, but we do so much damage on our offhand melee. I think we did another 17 damage with offhand. That's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. Alright, so he's prone. We'll try to just make this easy for Astarion. This guy's kind of out of the way, so hopefully we can kill him. Critical miss, okay. We're gonna have Will push this guy away. Yeah, why not? Okay, we get double. A shove might be good here. Maybe we shove him off this little barren cliff. We're able to put a little bit of ground between us. Now I just need to have Astarion go in here. Take out this Measle. Nice. And take out this Measle, who's prone. Oh, Astarion, come on. Bonus action, though, we should be able to hit him. Beautiful. They have a little bit of rope and gold on them. That's fine. I actually wonder, by the way, if we're able to pickpocket this gold off of them. Or the rope, excuse me. Oh my god, Lae'zel. Well. Nice. Super easy. Will lost his armor of Agathace, but... Yeah, I don't know if you pickpocket them, are they able to, like, can they lose their ability to grow? I think you need to have a rope on you. Or maybe they just put that in there just, I don't know, for fun. Because nothing else in this game that I can recall makes you have to have an item to do something. Now maybe you do, I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to pick up all this clothes and sandals and crap because it's stuff that we can sell. And this is free money, quite literally. So what we're going to do now is take a look at our experience bar, and you'll see here that we are about 2.1k away from leveling up. So as I had mentioned before, I think that we'll be able to get to level 10 just before the Merkle fight, which is fantastic. Looking kind of over, like I said, we had the hollow armor, we had the shambling mound, we just did Isobel, and now the last couple of things that we can do is the Thaniel fight, which should actually be enough to put us up to level 9, and then we'll go on the torrent run of the Gauntlet of Shar, we'll go and do the Balthasar fight, we'll fight Yrgir, we'll do pretty much everything that we can do there, and presuming that we can do everything, we are going to be able to probably get most of the things done, which is fantastic for us. Like I said, getting to level 10 before our fight with Merkle will be a big deal. In fact, level 9 for some of my characters here is a bigger deal than perhaps other levels. Main reason being, For Lae'zel, it's going to give her a second attack, which is big. But it'll also give most of my characters extra HP, obviously, access to more skills, and I've been talking about possibly going into like a multi-class build. Luminous gloves on the wearer deals radiant damage. The targets receive 2 turns of radiating orb. That's not that great, but anyway. Yeah, so what I think what we're going to do is end this episode here, and the next episode that we have will probably be the Thaniel fight, all of Thaniel. We might end up grouping the Gate and Thaniel together, so like the fight where we go and obviously protect the Gate from the Shadowfell, like we'll do that fight, and then we'll also probably do the other fight as well. There's one other thing we can do here, which is this camp in the shadows. We haven't done this fight with what was his name? Not the He Who Shall Not Be Named, but maybe we'll do that next episode. Anyway, another nice 40-minute episode. Sorry for some of the episodes being super short as of late. That's just how it is, so we're getting closer to the end. We're definitely, I think, at the halfway point, but we'll see. Anyway, I will see you guys later for yet another episode. You guys take care of yourselves. In the meantime, like I said, if you guys want, leave a like on the video down below. And if you guys want to catch these streams live, you guys are more than welcome to as well. With that being said, everybody, I'll see everybody on the next episode. Until then, guys, be well, be safe. Bye-bye.